expectation is that the pitch will have some movement as the day progresses, but will too many runs be scored before that?
Set to get this match underway. I think the new ball will get some movement, so the openers will need to be wary. Misses out on the first ball of the innings.
Looking to get the innings started, just can't get it away.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Healy shakes their head. It was there to hit, couldn't make the most of it.
Yeah. Big edge.
Leap it then.
Into the gap, and it's an easy single there.
That shot sees them get their innings started.
Mooney is new to the crease. The new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early as they bring a bit of energy to the wicket. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Doesn't beat the infield.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yes. Pick that well, and it's on the way to the boundary.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shots.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Massive edge.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
End of the over. 5 off it. Australia, a 5 for none. Sharma, the spinner, coming into the attack. Huge edge.
Maybe they didn't pick that up. Very late on the shot.
Time to follow up such a great delivery. Pitching on a length is obviously the way to go.
Yes.
Helped on its way, racing down to the vacant fine leg boundary. Maybe picking it up off the rope. Magical shot.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needed to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary.
Sharma shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now.
Yes.
Lovely shot. Rocks back and puts it away.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got what it deserved.
I don't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. Just need to keep getting the ball in the right spots and the reward will come.
Yep.
Brilliant. That'll take some chasing down.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been very happy with that last shot.
Wait on.
Straight to the fielder.
A little late on that. No runs scored. Just threw the shot too early.
Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them. Singh from the south end.
A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot.
Yes.
No pressure on that run. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Not a great ball, got it full and lucky not to concede a boundary.
Edged!
Maybe they didn't pick it up, really late on the shot.
Time to put the squeeze on now. Found the edge the last ball. Just need to keep hitting that same spot again. Finds the edge.
Healy really shaking his head. It was there to hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Yep.
Rocks onto the back foot. That's just beautiful.
What a lovely shot. Flown to the boundary. That's not the type of ball to be bowling.
Core, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yes.
Good batting. Should be a quick single.
Keep it then.
What a beautiful shot that was. Picked it up early and was able to glance it down to fine leg.
At the end of the over, Australia are 24 for none.
The captain bringing the field in here, trying to prevent the strike rotating.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
Wait.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot ball.
Yes.
Batter doesn't even have to move. Absolutely middled that one.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Oh, it can be disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just have to accept it and move on. Oh, nice shot.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for six.
Sharma is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be go back to your stock delivery and build from
Wait
there.
on.
Couldn't get it through the field. Looking for the quick single. Probably a good decision not to run in the end.
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
Plenty of shots being played, so the bowler takes some stick that over. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
Great shot, great timing.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next delivery right.
Waiting.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yep.
Nice shot. There'll be runs here.
End.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Yes.
Great shot. Gets hold of that and places it through square leg.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shot that's raced to the boundary.
Wait.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Yep.
That's too easy to pick up a single. A good over there. Australia picking up 10 runs from it. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go.
The captain bringing the field in here, trying to prevent the strike rotation.
Waiting.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
Drives it. Wild shot.
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Yep. Ball is in.
Healy will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
Wait. Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Bit of indecision. The run was probably there, if I'm honest.
They decided against the run. I'm not sure why, if I'm being honest. They would have made it comfortably.
Oh. Well bowled.
Drives it. Complete miss.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
Wait on.
That's the over. Precise bowling means no change to the score. India can now have 5 fielders outside the circle.
Some adjustments to the field.
Yeah.
Shot! Punched into the gap and that's racing away.
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score. I'm liking the look of this field. If the bowlers stick to their plans, it should be tough to score, but they still have some protection. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yes.
Oh, great bowling, no reward. That is flying to the boundary.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Yes.
Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more runs would have been better, but this has been a good innings.
A great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. A good innings will do the job just as well for them as for the team. Nicked it! Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but with no reward, putting plenty of pressure on the batter.
Yeah.
Taken the edge.
How's that?
Big shout.
A bit of a change-up in the field now.
How's that?
Lanning looks unmoved. The fielding team seems sure about the edge. That's gone. Fine catch by the wicketkeeper.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Right out of the middle of the bat.
How clean did they hit that? Plays that immaculately with a straight bat.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
That's edged.
Wait on.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Waiting.
India need this sort of rhythm to be maintained. A good over.
Some changes made to the field here, going more aggressive.
Waiting. Waiting. Yep. Bowlers.
That was a solid shot, driven off the front foot. A really good solid shot, probably deserved more.
What a great piece of fielding. 4 runs saved for sure. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Just threw the shot too early.
Wait.
They just can't seem to get it away. That's the 3rd dot ball now.
Yeah.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Bowlers.
Got forward, able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Over down. The bowling side is building good momentum as they continue to tighten the screws.
Catch it.
Super shot that.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Moving the scoring rate along after that last shot, their intentions are clear for this innings. My oh my, that has just flown off the middle.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Misses everything.
Well, that's the right shot to choose, but timed it badly. Couldn't get the drive away.
That's going a long way back. Almost effortless batting.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Yeah.
They'll get at least one.
Bowlers.
End of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted. Going with spin now.
Yep.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good. Fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Yeah.
That's great fielding. The ball was flying.
Right on. Yep.
Shot. Should be runs.
Ball it then. Yep.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call made in the end.
End of the over. 3 off it. Australia are 87 for 2.
Wait.
Timing just a little early on that occasion.
Wait. Yes.
Right out of the middle.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. It's flown over the boundary.
Yep.
Clean strike. The fielder can only watch it go over their heads. Huge 6.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot. Driven down the ground, over the boundary.
Yes.
Pure class. Right out of the meat of the bat.
That's a really good half century. Ensure that the strike rate is maintained and is pushed on really, really well.
Waiting.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yes.
Onto that so early. Almost on the up. And they might get 4.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong, and it's going to take something pretty special to break it up.
Well ball.
On the drive. The bowling's too good, though. Great line and length. Beats the edge.
Yeah.
Ah, super shot.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Yes.
Into the gap, and it's an easy single there.
Mooney shakes their head. It was there to hit, couldn't make the most of it.
End of the over, 9 off it. Australia are 112 for 2. The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yeah. Yep.
Puts in a slightly shorter ball, and it seems so early. Got onto the back foot so quickly and just pushes it away behind square.
Yes.
That's right out of the meat of the bat.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length around the top of off stump. Eventually it'll force a mistake.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
End of the over, 9 runs coming from it. Australia are 121 for 2.
Yes.
Middled that one. Great timing.
Just waited on it, got given a bit of width and launched it all the way.
Yes.
Hit that hard and fast.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Yeah.
Not needed. A poor line and length. Not much effort needed to hit that to the boundary.
Yeah.
Nicely played.
Didn't need to bother about running with timing like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No pressure on that run.
That was a very well-timed shot off the back foot. Saw it really early and it was dispatched with ease.
Call from the north end. Singh, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yeah.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Yeah.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Wait on.
Our superb timing.
And that brings up the 100-run partnership for these two.
Mooney is starting to really get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt this momentum.
Yep. Ollie! Yeah.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Half-century for this batsman.
That shot brings up 50, raises the bats, and appreciation from the fans in the crowd.
Yeah, yeah.
4 all the way. Save your legs.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
End of the over. 18 runs coming from it. Australia are 166 for 2. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Yeah.
Solid shot, going for 4.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Yeah.
Tucked nicely away off the pads. They'll push hard between the wickets.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got what it deserved.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
Yep.
Too full and got what it deserved.
Too much room given. It came onto the bat really well, and a beautiful shot that just raced away.
Yep.
Great shot and finds the gap. Perfect timing.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
End of a high-scoring over. Superb batting. Plenty of boundaries. These two will be full of confidence now. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Yep.
Pick the gap and perfect timing.
This is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Yeah.
Absolutely middled that.
Too wide, too much room, came onto the bat really well, and a beautiful shot just raced away.
Yep.
Nice shot. There'll be runs here. Straight to the fielder.
Yep. Keep it in.
That was a beautiful piece of fielding in the deep, straight over the stumps.
Yes. Wait on.
Maybe they didn't pick it up really late on the shot.
11 runs added there. Australia are 193 for 2. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Yes.
No one's there to stop that. 4 runs. Great shot.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs. A few moves made in the field.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary.
Going more defensive now with the field choice.
Yep.
No point chasing that one. It's racing to the boundary.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well, and punched it to the boundary.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good shot. A beauty.
A lovely shot off the back foot, the shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs.
Yeah.
Lovely shot. Rocks back and puts it away.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter and a great shot off the back foot.
Yeah.
Too good. That is huge.
You give that much width and you are asking for trouble. That was so well timed, it flew over the boundary.
Yeah.
Oh, nice shot.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top and it just keeps going.
End of the over, and what a beauty it was. Say what you want about the bowling, but you still have to hit them. Majestic batting. That's too easy to pick up a single.
Was that just a bit lazy with the running? Usually there'd be 2 there. Need to take a bit more initiative out there.
Yep.
Timed that absolutely perfectly.
The batsman gets their time.
That is a brilliant knock, fully deserved century. It's not been fun for any of the bowlers out there.
Yeah.
Perfect technique and placement.
Good return back from the deep. Got the boundary last ball, punches it into the gap to get a single. Excellent batting.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Huge shot. That is a massive shot. Just incredible.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
A boundary last delivery. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yeah.
Too full, and it's easy pickings for the batter.
Lovely bit of batting. The century comes up, and really this has been a well-controlled innings. Hasn't given the bowlers much of a chance, that's for sure.
And the innings comes to an end. India will need 201 and 46 runs. I reckon this is a respectable total. If the bowlers can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a really difficult chase.
Yeah.
That's gone. Nice, simple catch. They don't drop those.
Well, was that a lazy shot or a good piece of bowling? And the field was set and they fell for it. Out for a duck.
Drives it, complete miss.
Just need to settle down. The timing's all off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Just got to keep a cool head.
Brilliant. That'll take some chasing down.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Lanning, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. It's taken. Good catch.
Two down, the long walk back to the pavilion for them. And this could be a huge swing of momentum.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Yes.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
That shot sees them get their innings started.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading into this game, so want to show everybody their strength. Not a great delivery as it goes down to the boundary. That'll go into the books as extras.
Oh, well, that's a tight call. Didn't look to be that wide.
Yep.
Edged! The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. And gone. That's a fantastic catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings.
Yes.
Huge edge and 4 runs.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Yeah.
Great shot, at least one on offer. Time to put the squeeze on now. Found the edge the last ball. Just need to keep hitting that same spot again. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Yeah.
Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yes. Yes.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Not many opportunities out there to score. India survived after a very tidy over.
Yeah.
Good batting. Should be a quick single.
That was a solid shot, driven off the front foot. A really good, solid shot. Probably deserved more.
Yes.
Didn't get any bat on it. Nicely run, though.
bowling.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Not waiting around, off the mark straight away.
Super shot that.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be really happy with that.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder?
Yes.
Big edge, but no one's there to take it as it flies down near the boundary.
Nearly got through, just about hit it in time with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive one. Jonathan, the left armour, is coming on to bowl from the north end. Misses everything.
Jonathan with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Yes.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Oh, good running. It needed to be as well. That's probably a lot closer than they expected.
Yes.
They'll get at least one.
Yes. No.
This could be close. Looking for the quick single. Probably a good decision not to run in the end.
Well, there was a moment of hesitation, a few calls of yes and no. In the end, no damage done.
Good shot, and it's found the gap.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Yes.
Right out of the middle.
There's the drive down the ground. Cracking stroke.
10 runs added in that over. India are 41 for 4. Shoot, having a day out here. Brilliant bowling so far, and just one more to get 5 in the innings.
Yes.
That's great fielding. The ball was flying.
Yes.
There'll be runs here. Into the gap, and it's an easy single there.
Yes.
Perfection. What a brilliant shot.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yes. Forward. Yes.
Shot. Should be runs.
Forward. No.
Decisive running might have just got them 2. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
Yeah.
Picks the gap with ease.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
End of the over. 13 runs coming from it. India are 54 for 4. Drives it. Wild shot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yes.
Decisive running might have gotten them too. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end. Well, that's a bit harsh, perhaps. I felt that it wasn't that wide. Turning down runs that are that safe isn't intelligent play in my book. They should be rotating the strike.
Yes.
Smashed it straight to the fielder. Probably hit it too well in the end.
Yes.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Yes.
Massive chance. They look like they're short of their ground.
That's a real shame. That was a brilliant innings. Really was heading towards something special. A good wicket to take at this stage.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Yeah.
A lovely delivery. Got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Middled that one. Great timing.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Can't afford to go too full again. It helps to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Oh, nice catch. Good reactions.
A fluent innings undone by a decent delivery. A good wicket to get at a good time.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait, though, to face their first ball. Hit that hard and fast.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Oh, that would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Whoa, great shot.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Really good over. Takes a wicket and keeps it tight. We might just start to see some risky shots to get those boundaries.
Decide against the second way too late. I think they would have been well short if they'd carried on.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Oh, it can be disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just have to accept it and move on. Nicely played.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Super catch.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play in the V early and expand as they get settled. Can't hit it more sweetly than that.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous. Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Well, that over was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park. Does very well to quickly get across to this one.
Good running, and it needed to be. Probably closer than they expected. Sensible decision in the end not to take that run. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls allowed this over. A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this quality.
For 8, the right-handed batter is coming in at number 10.
That's right out of the meat of the bat.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was put away with interest. I think they've got away with that one. It really did look like a wide. I'd say it was the right shot, but the timing was all off and couldn't get it away.
There's a chance if this hits.
Got forward, able to drive the ball, lovely shot and good running.
End of the over, 10 off it. India are 102 for 8. Batter doesn't even have to move. Absolutely middled that one.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Right out of the middle of the bat.
You give that much width and you are asking for trouble. That was so well timed, it flew over the boundary.
A direct hit and this could be gone.
Good throw from the deep, bang on target. It didn't push hard enough maybe between the wickets, and that prevented them getting back for 2. Wise decision in the end not to take the fielder on. Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Oh, nice shot.
Showing that they mean business this innings. Barely seem to have got going and they're hitting sixes.
Straight to the fielder, well held in the deep.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting to flow.
New batter comes to the crease. Not an easy time to bat after the fall of a wicket. Needs to be on target.
Nice running. They've picked up a single. No bat, though.
Straight to the fielder.
Australia get the final wicket. A brilliant bowling display to take the 10 wickets and the victory.
There was only one team in this one, an exceptional display that saw a very easy win. That's all from us in the commentary box. Hope to see you all again very soon.